so Booker will bring it up for Utah. Knocked loose. Mitchell with the steal. Here he goes. Bamba with the block.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy, and he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, but we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills who can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you once again, Allie. Antonio making a switch here. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Here's Şengün. Over Holmgren. Şengün, no good. Spurs trail by 12. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Holmgren wide open. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Deep into the game, his team is lagging, and he's been unable to help. Brutal performance from him.
Here's Knipple. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's Booker. Rebound San Antonio. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Jazz leading by 14. Here's Şengün. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Şengün's got his second bucket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Booker in the corner. Pass to Shepherd. Booker in the post. Chandler with the defensive effort.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Those long arms and elbows coming at you, Chet on the bounce.
That bucket in no time at all. Booker's got 10 points.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a great round.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Pass to Chandler. Here's Collier. Pass on the wing. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Utah. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Well, you see that quick release, and Simon right on the money.
Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell in the dunk.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. To the paint, here's Benton.
Well, when Simons is making plays for others, this offense becomes even more dangerous.
Utah with the rebound. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the dunk by Smith.
Showcasing the long limbs. Smith going up to snatch that one.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. Here's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Holmgren's got 5.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Pass to Lively. Mitchell with it. Now Smith defending. And it's Mitchell missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Jackson misses. Spurs trail by 17. Kicks it out to Holmgren. The second effort. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Here's Simons. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Simons.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Holmgren the screen. The try by Mitchell. They get it back. And Lively able to finish.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Jackson. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And that's now 6 points for Jaren Jackson. Oh! And the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Back to Smith. A kick out to Simon. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Lively. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for the Spurs, Derek Lively.
That's good from Lively. Both good from the line that time. And Simons has got the ball here for the Jazz. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Sinks the three-pointer. Simons has got 6 points.
Textbook pick and roll. Simons is a natural at running these sets.
Here's Benton. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here's Ross. Inside. Lively's shot is off. Jazz leading by 20. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here is Ross. Pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Ross. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound, Utah. To the inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Derek Lively.
Well, Jalen Smith is a modern big. He can protect the rim, guard the perimeter, and offensively shown the ability to be both a rim runner and a spot-up shooter.
Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Jazz leading by 18. Now Booker, 10 points for him. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. On defense, the Spurs. A drive by Booker. And a dunk by Booker.
And we see this so often from Booker because he has the green light to take any shot he wants.
Stolen by Bamba. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Shots good by Booker.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
And Devin Booker again. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And the Spurs making a change here. Knueppel, no good.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just did not shake loose. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Pass to Knueppel. To the paint. Stolen by Bamba. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Pass to Şengün. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Chandler. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
And how about the 9-foot...
Hold on!
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Jazz just dominating this one. From Delta Center, back in a moment. We return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinal. Here's Booker. Pass to Bamba. This one for three. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Spurs passing it around. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That ball's nice feed that time from Chandler.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from three.
Jackson in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Spurs trailed by 21. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. The Jazz again can't hit it.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Knocks down the three ball.
The Jazz.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Booker with it. Defended by Kneppel. Crafty move. Outside for Jackson. Bamba wide open, and he fires. Offline with his three.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night. One of the premier players in our league.
Back to Booker. Booker draws the double. Pocket four. Fires at the elbow. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Jazz lead by 18.
The activity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out. Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed. I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Well, he can play the four because he gets off the ground so well.
McDaniels right side. Pass to Shepherd. Here's Jackson. And Lively pulls it down. Spurs trailed by 15. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Holmgren. Off with the layup. And it's Utah's ball. Drives to the hoop. McDaniels gets a wide open look. That three off the mark. Kneppel with it. Pass to Lively. Now Kneppel. Defended by Booker. Back to Lively. Stolen by Jackson. Inside. And here's Booker. Now here's Jackson. The Jazz with another miss.
And that's one he wants back. Just wide open, but not able to connect it.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table. It's the willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
So both teams making some changes here.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Şengün inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 15-4 run right now. The drive by Mitchell. And he lays it straight in. Mitchell's got 9 points now in just the second half. And that's an intentional foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here is Simon. He's got 6. Smith with a wide open look. No good on the 3. Spurs trailed by 11. Now here's Ross. Picked off in midair. A 3 ball. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. So it's San Antonio now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Down low. Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy. But a rally like this is how you do it.
It took a little time for Simons to kind of come into his own, but now he's playing with supreme confidence.
Mitchell outside. Pocket 6. Fires the 3. Mitchell buries the 3.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Smith on the wing. Pass to Simon. San Antonio with the rebound. For 3, Mitchell. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
Chandler comes with the double team. Şengün with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Simons from outside. Drills it from outside. Simons has got 12.
And the response, Simons saying right back at you. Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a method.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Can he get up and finish with power?
There's the 3. And another 3 for Utah.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And Mitchell drops them both. Chandler with the steal. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Here's Ross. And so it's Utah going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've got a big advantage in the turnover. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Spurs trail by 10. Here's Collier. Pass to Lively. 5 on the clock. And it's Collier missing.
And once he had to change his shot in the face of the D, you just had a feeling that one wasn't going to fall.
Here's Simon. And the slam dunk by Simon.
Yeah, Simon's putting all of his speed to work on that drive.
Lively with the screen. To the middle. And the rejection by Smith. They double team Şengün. Simon's on the wing. Here's Banton. Back to Simons. Three-pointer. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Oh, what a jam! Simon!
Well, it took Simon some time to find his footing in this league, but since then, he's been a consistent scoring threat.
Outside, Simons. Pass to Banton. And Lively pulls it down. Spurs trail by 15. Here's Holmgren. From deep. Another miss by Holmgren.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
Keeps it alive. The rebound by Collier. Fires from 18. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks. You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. To the inside. And the dunk by Chandler.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
Utah leading by 11. Pass to McDaniels. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. A different look now for San Antonio. Here's Knipple. And Knipple slams it in.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And I love when Mitchell is aggressive, as well as how under control he is through contact.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
That does not go.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Bamba is hard to cover. He's adept at getting these calls inside.
That free throw missing.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Spurs trailed by 13. Mitchell into the lane. It's stolen by Shepherd. Jackson. Ah, the dunk to punctuate.
Well, quick reaction by Jackson Jr. He sees what's happening and gets out in transition to support the play.
Mitchell. Did you see that? Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Good read by McDaniels. This is the kind of team-first attitude he brings to the floor.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Booker fires. No good from 3. Spurs trailed by 15.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down. And what will be a win here in Game 1 of the series for the Jazz.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Anthony Simon.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Holmgren. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
You have to be aware of Jackson Jr. He's a former defensive player of the year and an elite shot.
Number 36.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. 17-point game. Now Booker. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mitchell outside. Now Holmgren. Good. Lays it right in there.
And the defense so concerned with Mitchell in the two-man game. That opens things up for others. Nice find.
Rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And you got to feel
2K Sports. Game 2. We're bringing it to you live. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. You look at San Antonio.
Well, they don't have any time to waste. It's a quick series. The time to act is now. If they don't bring their A game tonight, it's all over for them, plain and simple.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Booker for three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Lively. Inside. And stolen by Bamba. He goes up. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, quick reaction by Jackson Jr. He sees what's happening and gets out in transition to support the play.
Here's Shepard. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
The burst and power of Mitchell on full display. This guy's incredible.
Here's Jackson. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Mitchell with the ball. Bamba covering. Outside for Mitchell. Here's the three. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
Pass to McDaniels. And they come. Right back with their own three-pointer.
Yeah, that's a good sign for McDaniels. They need him to shoot with confidence.
Now here's Kamara. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Right side Booker. Jackson left side. The three from Bamba. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Lively. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Mo Bamba. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night. And Booker's got the ball here for the Jazz. It's a three-point game. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Booker. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And here's Holmgren. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
I mean, just hitting all their shots early. What an offensive game plan. It must be the coaches.
Booker for three. Sinks the tray.
Oh, that was quick. Booker getting those 3 points back easily.
Here's Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in. Mitchell's got his third bucket of the night.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
It's Jackson, high post. Pass to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson drawing the double team. Lets it fly from 18.
And you see that in building their lead, they've done an impressive job on the defensive glass.
The rebound by Jackson.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And Booker with the jam.
A creative finisher. Love seeing Booker attack the rim and convert like this.
The Jazz making a switch here. Pass to Ross. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Nails it from 3. Mitchell's got 10 points in the game.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Now here's Şengün. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. San Antonio leading by 6. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Tonight, his team has a huge assignment, containing all-star guard Devin Booker. He told me Devin is as good as it gets at the 2. He's always applying pressure. His shooting is great, but we don't talk about Book's ball handling enough. He is lethal in that regard as well. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
The Jazz again can't hit. There's the triple. Rebound, Utah. 1:06 left in the first quarter of the game. Back come the Spurs in transition.
And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
Jazz trail by 12. Pass to Şengün. To halt the run. Oh, can't answer back with his own dunk. Here's Kamara. Three-pointer, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And yep, it's good. McDaniels got 5.
An aggressive move by McDaniels, a guy who keeps growing his game.
Now here's Ross. Jacks up a 3. Pass to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. 12 points for him.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for San Antonio. He made a big impact, scoring 12. And we're back with you, folks, as this exciting Western Conference semifinal game rolls on. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for San Antonio?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Banton can't get it to go.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to Knipple. San Antonio moving the ball around. Here's Knipple. He's guarded by Ellis. It's stolen by Ellis. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Simons deciding where to go with it. Ellis on the wing. Jackson outside. It's picked off.
Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
And here's Simons outside. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Spurs lead by 14. Pass to Collier. Here's Knipple from behind the arc. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Few more intimidating in the paint than Jackson, the former Defensive Player of the Year.
Knocked away. 6 to shoot. Here's Knipple. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up. San Antonio shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And he drops the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's Simons with the ball for Utah. Nothing on offense from them yet in the second quarter. And he commits the intentional foul. And it's Utah with the ball. Trailing by 19. Shot to stop the run. Utah with another miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
San Antonio again can't hit.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Lets it go from deep. On target from range. Simons has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Minutes of action thus far in the second. The ball's knocked loose. Here's the break. Jackson for 3. San Antonio with a rebound. Earlier in the game, they led by 19.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Batten on the wing. The 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Pass to Knipple. Holmgren outside. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Utah moving the ball around. Simons with it, and Howard picks him up defensively. Ellis. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And that's an intentional foul. Outside Ross. Outside Mitchell. McDaniels with a steal. Şengün, he's open. Bamba. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. On up the court. Here's Kamara. And a missed layup.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Outside Booker. Oh, the shot is pure. Booker.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Lively shot is off. On offense, here's Utah. A 14-2 run over the last bit.
What bounce from McDaniels, just leaping into the air for that dunk.
Pass to Mitchell. No good on the triple. Jazz trail by 5. Up top, Booker. Give him 8. Now here's Şengün. Here's Shepherd. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Booker. The putback. Lively grabs the miss. Left side, Ross. We've got 1:13 left in the second. Shoots it from the high post. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Right side, Booker. Pass to Shepherd. To the paint. Stolen. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Here's Mitchell. Releases from the wing and drills it. Mitchell's got 14.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Here's Şengün. The Jazz again can't hit. Spurs lead by 7. Back to Kamara. And the ball out of play. The Jazz will have it. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. We've seen Donovan Mitchell really having a great game.
Well, look, he's picking apart their defense. They need this timeout to figure out how to slow him down.
And the Jazz with possession. They're on a 16-4 run. 17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Simons outside. From outside the arc. The shot misses. And here's Knipple from the arc. No good on the buzzer beater. And so we wrap up the first half. San Antonio on top. They're up 7. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And Booker has got the ball here for the Utah Jazz. 7-point differential. And there's a foul. It'll go on to Monty Kamara. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Booker. Pass to Shepherd. Clock at 6. Back to Booker. The 3 is up. Lively grabs the miss.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Jazz trail by 7. Outside Booker to the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yes, sir. Jackson Jr. flushing.
To the middle. Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pass to Shepherd. Back to Booker. Here's Shepherd. The three. Connects from downtown. Shepherd's got 5.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Mitchell misses. Jazz trail by 4. Just over a minute and a half played in the third.
What a finish. Love to see that kind of explosiveness from Booker.
Pass to Holmgren. That one. Falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. He's got 12.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days. You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
2 points. That one goes. And the Spurs lead by 4.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Ooh, nice little finish at the rim there for Booker.
There's something that is great about Booker. He doesn't take all outside shots. I mean, Devin can score it inside, too.
Stolen by Jackson. There's the foul to try to stop the break. But that'll be a clear path foul. They'll get a free throw in possession here.
And they're just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
It's his first trip to the line. That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Jackson on the wing. Pass to Booker. 5 to shoot. Now McDaniels. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Mitchell streaking to the finish.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
Left side Booker. Here's Jackson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Knipple with the bucket.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get that.
Booker drives in, and so they foul intentionally.
Fourth personal foul. 14 fouls.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. It's stolen away. Pass to Knipple. And stolen by Jackson. Down low. To Shepherd. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Good read by McDaniels. This is the kind of team-first attitude he brings to the floor.
And the Spurs making a change here. Here's Mitchell. 16 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Donovan Mitchell. He's got springs in those legs.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too. They're having a good half offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
Knipple, no good. And Booker's got the ball here for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 3. Pass to Jackson. Over Vanderbilt. Jackson can't get it to go.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
And they go to the intentional foul. A different look for Utah. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Collier. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Here's Smith. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Smith's got his first points of the night.
Well, the defense has to offer more resistance, or else they can expect Smith to keep going at them down there.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
Well, you gotta like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
They've also been striking from mid-range with great consistency tonight. They just owned that part of the floor in this one.
Pass to Ellis. Here's Benton. Utah moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Pure from three-point range.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Cuts off the pass. To the paint. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
San Antonio leading. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Pass to Howard. 4 seconds left. Driving in. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
So far in this game, he's 0 for 2 at the line. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. He's off on the first. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
They've committed enough fouls to be in the penalty already. Not good. They really need to concentrate on playing strong defense without getting too physical.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. San Antonio on top. They lead by... Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. San Antonio with the ball. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Here's Mitchell. Holmgren. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
And here's Booker. Jackson, the screen. Six on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. Rebound by San Antonio.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Screen by Lively. Outside for Mitchell.
former dunk contest champ, Donovan Mitchell, showing off his bounce. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them. Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
That's good from Bamba. Bamba hits them both. Here's Mitchell. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Screen by Lively. Grown man point from Donovan Mitchell.
You're such a strong guy. Donovan Mitchell plays bigger than his listed 6'1" height.
Booker with it. And Kamara picks him up defensively. Outside McDaniels. Booker for three. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that.
And he can't jam it through. 5-on-3 break. The three from Holmgren. This one for three. The rebound by Jackson.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Booker with it. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second team foul.
Outside McDaniels. Right side Booker. Deflects the pass.
Well, believe it or not, that's only his first turnover. Taking care of the ball.
Holmgren outside. Oh, he slams it down right on top of Devin Booker.
And get up, Chet. Wow. The next unicorn with the fancy slam.
And they go to the intentional foul. Here's Simons. From deep three-point land. And another miss by Utah. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Right side Mitchell. Holmgren outside. And stolen by Bamba. Simons with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Pass to Bamba. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Spurs. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Now Mitchell. And stolen by Booker. Ooh, against inside resistance. Booker still good.
Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker is capable of, but cannot get a stop. Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
The first one falls. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
On the very short list of franchise-level guards, Donovan Mitchell can take over a game with his scoring ability.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And the Spurs making a change here. Now Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, can't misses. Holmgren. Bam! Chet rocking the rim.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
The first free throw is good. And so Simons nails both of them.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Here's Knipple. Outside Vanderbilt. Mitchell. Oh, it doesn't go. Jazz trail by 3. In transition, here come the Jazz.
How about those points from Jackson? Big time.
Timeout called Mitch Johnson. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. The Spurs making a change here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Well, you have to love the hustle to follow it up there. Time that tip perfectly.
Hardy calls for the timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Making a switch here. Here's Collier. And he drives in. Good.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Oh, a high-volume score with just too many moves to count. Booker is so dependable under pressure.
Oh, he jammed it.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Vanderbilt with a screen. Clock at 6.
You have to be aware of Jackson Jr. He's a former defensive player of the year and an elite shot blocker.
And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on that blocked shot, but also got the body. So some free throws coming up right now. And both free throws good for McDaniels. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
Boy, that is clutch. Now go out and guard that 3-point.
And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that brings him within 2 here. And so Jackson nails both of them. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a 3. Of course, the D will be guarding the line, but no one said it was going to be easy.
Simons fires. No good from 3.
Good effort to stay with the play and save the possession.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. And they start out the postseason with a bang, a big-time victory.
The attitude they came out with was aggressive. They wanted to set the tone from the jump, and they did just that.
Time for us to say goodbye. We hope you enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA Western Conference playoffs.